Williams in Barclay College of Law at Kabbalah International University. On this podcast, well, podcast listener to YouTuber, actually, I'm going to talk about what makes law school challenging. Why is law school challenging to most first-year students when they come in the program? There's so many reasons. Everybody have a take on it. In my experience, they're different from others. Others will be more detailed. But I think part of the problem is what make it challenging comes down to a couple of things. The first thing I would say, you are leaving a program, you leave an undergraduate school, or you leave a master's program, a graduate school or PhD, and your way of studying, writing research papers, discussing in school, at your graduate school, undergraduate school, it's a little different. The kind of papers you wrote and things, it's a little different from what is done in law school. So when you come in, it got to be stressful. It's different. But law school is teaching you to be a lawyer, to think, to be critical thinker, to analyze everything that comes before you draw conclusions. So if that is like it can be shocking, like a shock, So sometimes you have to take practicals, and you don't have to. You just need to know how to read well, have very good comprehension, comprehensive skill when you do your reading comprehension, understanding the case as well, and then you improve your writing skills. And of course, when you come in, you begin to analyze. We use what we call the IRAC method in law school. Most law school, there's different version, but it comes down to IRAC. That's IRAC. We call it as issue. An issue that's been discussed in a particular case. What is the issue? And then, of course, you have the rule of law. What rule of law is, what was the violation that was caused by the rule of law? And the analysis. You have the analysis, all right? The analysis or application. So you have a facts, you have a law. What was the violation? What was the rules? How do you analyze the facts in the law? And then you combine them. Sometimes what you have in the rule of law, you begin to apply it. In the analysis, you begin to analyze. So it's not just reading, you begin to analyze what is the situation, and then you have a conclusion. At Berkeley College of Law, we'd like students to have the reflection. What would they think? What do they think the judges came this way? What was the rationale and all of those things? We want to see what would they have done differently if they were in a situation like that. So yeah, so when you think about it, that's not what you did in your graduate school. Here you were analyzing what is it? What is the root of law? Why did it come to this conclusion? It makes people to wonder that, oh, it gets to be stressful as companion. But no, you just have to be patient, and you just have to read and understand. When you do your intro to law or lawyering, you get to understand the different facts and different ways things are done. And then you get to understand your professors, ask them what the expectation for you, how they want. Some are more detailed, some are less, and some are multiple choice, some essays, and whatsoever they want in law school. But it can be stressful. So make sure you have time. You always have time to study. Set aside time to prepare. You can't wait for the last minute to start understanding the cases. It doesn't work like that. You have to have, whether you're doing a cold call, that is the professor just call you and you answer unexpectedly in class. You have to be prepared. It's always prepared each week. You study the material. You have assigned topics, like we have Berkeley College of Law. We have assigned topics, and we have videos. Take the time to go through that. Then your social life is actually going to be impacted. What are you going to be hanging out like you did in undergraduate school or graduate school, hanging out with the boys and girls? You can, have family coming over every time they want to, or you visiting, having family functions. You're going to have to reduce that schedule and focus, because now it depends how many courses you are taking. You have to focus, take the time to study. Law books can easily be 900 pages, 1,000 pages, 12 or maybe more. When you're talking about will and trust and things, sometimes it's up to 1,005, or confidential law, international law combined. If you combine those two courses, America, we have the states, so we do the confidential law domestically, and then the international part of it between states, countries, confidential law happening between those countries, and whether the citizen from there in America or other things. So that can be, it's a very interesting course, but that's how we teach it at Berkeley College of Law. So we want students to understand that even though it's challenging, if you properly arrange your schedule, your visitation, your reading skills and other things, and get to talk to your professors, talk to student ambassador, or the students that are mentoring, joining different group, and then you will understand that eventually it become a habit. You really don't want it to be extremely stressful. Of course, it's time management. In law school, it's going to be stressful. But at Cavada International University, Berkeley College of Law, we try to minimize stress by helping the students understand the material, but we still want them to do the work. They have to do the work because we want them to have their purpose, their goal fulfilled when they come into the law school. Why did they come in the program? What is their expectation? Some of them want to be criminal lawyers, criminal defense lawyers, or prosecutors. They want to be judges. They got these different goals. Especially now with the new generation of exam coming up, a lot of students will have opportunity to do so many things. I want to work in corporate law, instead of being trial lawyer, be a transactional lawyer, and all of these things they want to be. But when you enter the program, the law school, some of your ideas may change as you begin to study law. You study these different courses, your focus may change. So anyway, it's nice you come in the program. Is challenging. Law school is challenging, can be stressful. But again, it's because the sudden change from what students did in the other program. Now they're into law school and they were analyzing, developing the intelligence, critical thinking, and developing how to be smart and others. And you see, it's not to say I'm just going to walk there and just write a paper. It takes time, and you have to understand the way law cases are analyzed and studied. Law and studies. It teaches you how to study, how to focus, and how to appreciate what they're learning. So our Bible collection law, we make it work for our students and give us a look and research our program. And that's an alternative from traditional law school that we provide. Thank you so much for listening. Again, this is another episode of I'll see you podcast. Thank you until the next episode. Again, this is Dr. Whitten signing off.